Hi guys, we welcome you all. My name is Mahesh Kumar, CEO of MMW. He is my joint CEO of MMW, Mr. Deepak Kumar. They are from different countries, are my colleagues from Europe and Australia. I call my colleagues to introduce the company.
Hello everyone, I am Shiva, coming from Australia. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our company to you all. MMW was started in 1916. It was founded by Mr. William Frederick. It started in First World War time period. So we faced many struggles to start our company. 1932, we extended our factory to other branches. Then 1973, we expansion to our company to South Africa, New Zealand and etc. countries. Then our headquarters in Munich, Germany. That's all. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Prashant. I am one of the colleague of MMW company. I am coming from Europe. To add on to Shurmur, I would like to say some more about the company. The headquarters is in Munich, Germany. MMW has 31 production of assembly facilities in 14 countries, and it's the world's leading manufacturer of premium automobiles and motorcycles. The employee details are, there are 1,22,244 employees working over there. 91% employees are automotive segment, 2.5% in motorcycle segment, 6.3% in financial segments. That's it.
Hi guys, welcome to all. We have the consultant team, Ms. Nitya and Mr. Lokesh, and vendors team, Mr. Vishwanath. They here to ERP implementation. The current scenarios, integration information system to speed a flow information across the enterprise.
I'm Lokesh and she is Nitya. We are from LN Consultancy and we thank MMW for this great opportunity, and we will work hard in order to achieve the ERP system very effectively. And we gathered some of the issues of your various teams, and the issues are the lack of integrated information system and the speed of information across the enterprise, once type in data that can be viewed from wherever they want. We personally analyzed many packages and we found that SAP R3 is one of the best for MMW. They are the SAP radar team, and let's further go for the process.
Good evening guys. Good evening. You are chosen for a new ERP implementation in our company. Please work and cooperate with our LN software consultant. Let's make our software successful.
Thank you, sir. Hope we'll all work as a team together. And the phase one is I'll call my colleague, Ms. Nitya, to give a detailed briefing about ERP implementation process.
Hello everyone. Hello. As you all know, your company has various functional departments. So to share information among these departments, you have to integrate it together. So for integrating this, you need a new system. Here comes the role of ERP. I am a consultant of ERP. So there are various phases in ERP implementation. The first one is pre-evaluation screening. From your company's requirements, as I got from the regional managers, we have evaluated the ERP packages. There are many ERP vendors in the world. So from these ERP vendors, we have chosen the best ERP package, which is SAP R3. The next step is project planning. In project planning, you have to frame the implementation team. The implementation team should consist of the functional heads of various departments and the consultants and vendors and the top management. They all should work together to implement the ERP system in the company. You are the functional heads of the company, and we have the consultancy, the vendors and the top management here. So we have to work together and implement the ERP successfully. So in project planning phase, we have to plan about the time schedules and who are going to implement it and when we are going to finish the implementation, etc. The next step is gap analysis. Here you are analyzing the gap between the ERP package and your company's requirements. You have to analyze the gap and you have to fill the gap. Even after selecting the best package, only 80% of your company's requirements are fulfilled. The rest 20% of the requirements can be fulfilled only through third-party packages or by upgrading your ERP or modifying your ERP source code, etc. And next step is re-engineering. In re-engineering phase, you are redesigning the existing process. You have to consider ERP as an investment cost-cutting tool, not as a downsizing tool. You have to, here the human factors are taken into account. You have to change the job descriptions of the employees according to your ERP package. You should not send them out of the company. The next phase is configuration. In configuration, you are configuring the ERP package according to the company's business process. And next, you have to train the implementation team to implement the ERP system and to run the system after implementing it. After implementing the ERP in your company, the consultants and vendors will leave the company. So the problems which arises after implementing it should be taken care of the implementation team. So they should be trained on how to solve the problems. In testing phase, the real case scenarios are tested. The real case scenarios like multiple users logging on at the same time with the same query, and hackers trying to access the restricted areas and entering invalid data, etc. These real case scenarios should be tested, and the weak links in the system should be found, and these bugs should be fixed. And next is end user training. The end users are employees. The employees in the company should be given training on ERP because they are new to the system and they will show resistance to change. So they should be given training on ERP importance and implementation. And next is data migration. As you have the old system, you have to migrate data from the legacy system into the new ERP system. Hence, data migration is very important. The next phase is going live. The ERP system goes live in the organization. That is, it is made available to the entire organization. After going live, the old system is removed. And the next phase is post-implementation. It is a maintenance mode. After implementing the ERP system, the consultants and vendors will leave the company, and the implementation team only should look into the problems and they should only solve the problems. The new people will always be entering in, and the new functionalities will be entering in the organization. So the training will never end. It is an ongoing process. These are the various phases in ERP implementation. Hello everyone, good morning. The ERP implementation is in the final stage, as you all know. So here we have Arun from data migration and testing team with us. So let us talk with him. Hello Arun, how are you?
I'm good, Nitya. How about you?
I'm fine. So how is the process going on?
Yeah, it's going good. We have completed our testing process and we are in the final stage of data migrating. Now we are doing migrating our data from legacy system to the new SAP R3.
Can you brief about the testing process?
Yeah, we do testing through the real case scenarios to find the weak links and bugs in the system, and also to try to rectify it. And we did some experiments on multiple user logins at the same time with same queries. We did another experiment with user entering invalid data, security breaches. Some of hackers tried to enter into the restricted area, and also the system overloads. We did succeeded in it, and it's going good on.
Oh, that's great, Agam. What is data migration? What is going on there?
Yeah, at first we established a project board that monitors the whole data migration project. There are there are 20,000 databases in our legacy system. From these databases, we identify what to utilize and what data are to trash. From this kind of activity, we can avoid the duplicate data to enter into the new ERP system. There are two ways of migrating data: one shot and phased manners. One shot is going live. It's just going in a bang. We are migrating data at the same time all over the world. That is called one shot. And phased manners is like splitting into batches for converting a huge amount of data. In MMW, we are following phased manners. We have splitted 20 batches, 100 database for each team. They are going well. 70% of data were converted, and now we are importing our converted data into new SAP R3.
That's good.
For migrating data, we need a tool for migrating from legacy system to the newly implemented SAP R3. The tool we are using is LSMW, that is Legacy System Migration Workbench. In LSMW, we follow 3 steps of data migration. On the first step, we import the legacy data on the source format. On the second step, we convert the data from the old format to the newly targeted format, what we are using in SAP R3. On the third step, we import the converted data into the SAP R3. This is the final step of our implementation process. Totally, nearly 70% of our converting process has been done. Within 4 days of 24/7 work, the whole data migration process will be completed.
Thank you, Arun. Thank you for explaining about the data migration and testing process.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Sudha. What are you doing? Okay, how is it going? It's going good. Okay, continue. Hi, Hari, you are here. What's going on? How is the post-implementation preparation going on?
Yeah, it's going well, Nitya.
Okay.
Post-implementation is also about maintaining the systems. Post-implementation is a never-ending concept. It is a continuous process. Post-implementation is also involves with the training phase and the system adoptions and so on. In training phase only, the employees know how their individuals' actions reacts in the ERP systems, and to obtain the whole system's benefit, the system should be adopted in all the functional areas. Then only we can get a full benefits of ERP. So the post-implementation team also working. We are since 5 years we are experienced in post-implementation specialized. For that purpose only we are here, and we are also we have a huge scope for the Friday night.
Okay. So it's great. So it's going alive on Friday midnight. So we should work for the success of it.
Yes.
Hi guys. Hi. It's 28th October 2016. In 10 seconds, the ERP system, the new ERP system SAP R3 is going alive. So let's start the countdown. 10,
9, 8,